Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Deja, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make this fabulous balloon garland for game day that's coming up. Stay tuned. So all the supplies that we're going to need for this balloon garland today are all from Amazon. I think it costs about 25 bucks for everything. So I did get a kit. um I know they say don't buy kits off of Amazon, but I have a balloon business and I do it all the time. So the first thing I bought was like this football kit. And it has like a bunch of different balloons, like 5-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch, and a couple of like 18-inch balloons in here. And then it did come with some foil balloons as well, which I thought was a pretty good deal. So we have 2 footballs. We have this little star balloon. Um, this one with the stripes, and then we have a couple of green star balloons as well. And also a couple more things that I got for this balloon garland were, I did get some 260 balloons. You're going to need this. It's like $6 for like a pack of 100. I usually just get the white. It doesn't really matter which ones you get. This is how we're going to connect the balloons together, and also how we're going to connect the foil balloons to the balloon garland. Okay, we're not using these. It's not looking tacky. Okay, I'm going to show you how to connect them the professional way. And then also another thing, so when you buy a kit of balloons, it usually does not have enough 18-inch balloons, and that's why people's balloon garlands, they don't look professional, because you don't have enough like 18-inch balloons. So I always have like a pack of like multicolor 18-inch balloons on hand. So for this one, these are just different colors, so I'm just going to pick out some colors to make my clusters. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to separate all of our balloons by size and color. Now that we have all of our balloons separated, we are going to go ahead and start blowing up the balloons. If you don't have a balloon pump, get one. They're less than $20 on Amazon, and I've had this for years. Okay, so the reason that it's so important, well, for me, you don't really have to separate the balloons, it's optional. But the way I do my balloon garlands is I do like color blocking. So I do one color, another color, another color. I don't necessarily mix the colors together in a quad. It just looks better that way to me. So that's why I separate all of my balloons, so that when I go to blow them up, I can do them by color. And I'm only doing a balloon garland for here. Like honestly, for like a 6 or 7 foot balloon garland, you don't need that many balloons. So, and make sure you have all of your 5 inches separated, because that's what we're going to use to make our baby quads with. Going through these balloons, these 18-inch balloons, and then just adding a couple of the colors, like they have black in here, green. I'm adding those to the colors that I already have. I honestly may not even use all of these balloons, because 18-inch balloons take up a lot of space. So I may not use all of these balloons, but I'm going to go through and pick out the ones that I want to use. In each of your clusters, each of your quads, you should have an 18-inch balloon. I'm done blowing up my balloons. I have 6 clusters, which will make about a 6 foot balloon garland. So since I did do these with 6 balloons instead of 4 balloons as a quad, they're bigger. So I don't need as many. Started blowing up the baby quads. So that's just the little 5-inch balloons in sets of 4. So normally I would make sure like I had enough, like if I'm doing this for a customer, I would make sure I have enough of each color, but obviously in the kit they don't give you like all the colors that you want. So I have 4. So the colors that I end up using for the actual balloon garland are like a light green, dark green, black, one black cluster, and one white cluster. So since I only have 4 of these, usually I would take 4 on one end and 4 on the other end, but I don't have that many. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 4, put it on one end, and then I'm going to take the color that's going to be next to that quad on the balloon garland, and I'm going to put that color on the other end, and I'll show you so that makes sense. So I have these. I put a black and a light green, a white and a light green, and then the dark green. I could have put those together, but the way I want to do the balloons, it doesn't make sense to do it that way. So I'm just going to tie the 260 around here so I can just do this like one. You can use a rubber band, whatever you have available. Before I get my balloon pump out the way, I'm going to go ahead and blow up my foil balloons. So for this one, I think it's one of these. These are like starbursts. It's one of these. I want to use this one, but this is going to be a small balloon garland, so I don't want to like overdo it with the foil balloons. So I'm going to use a football. I think I'm going to use a football, this one, and maybe 2 of these. With the foil balloons, you're going to want to start it with the pump or a straw, okay? Once you start it with a pump or a straw, then you can hook it up to your balloon pump. But this one was not much. And make sure you don't overfill them because they will pop. I've had so many of these pop in my face. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare my foils so that when I put my balloon garland together, I can just put them in there. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your 260 balloon and you're going to wrap it just like this. Wrap the tail of the balloon around, okay? All the way until you get to the end. Once you get to the end, you're going to tie it, okay? That makes the air not come out. You're going to tie it. Then from there, you're going to tie the 260 so you can place it inside the balloons, okay? We don't need any glue dots for this. Again, for this one, I'm just going to take it, wrap it around. Tie it like that. Then tie it again. And some people, they may put tape on theirs. That's totally fine. However you want to do it is fine. This is just the way that I do it. Now that we have all of our pieces to assemble our garland, we're going to start assembling it. So we're going to take two 260s and tie them together, and that should be enough for your garland, for about a 6-foot garland. Believe it or not, these stretch a lot. So I already kind of have in my head how I want to assemble this with the colors. So I'm going to start with the dark green, tie the 360 around there, like that. And then I'm going to go in with my black. And I'm going to do my light green. So this is what we have so far. Make sure you hold them as close together as possible when you're pulling them through the 260. And then I'm going to do that. Okay, so this is what we got. As you can see, so yeah, it's about 6 feet because I'm about 5'7". You're going to be attaching this to a wall or a fireplace. You're going to want to put some hooks up. I already have some hooks up because I put lots of things on my fireplace. So take it, and you could use a rubber band as well. I just like to use these because they're more stretchy than rubber bands, but I know there are some rubber bands that are really stretchy. So I'm just going to do two, one for each end, and I'm going to attach it to the fireplace. Now we have our garland up on the fireplace. So I'm going to go ahead and start inserting my baby clusters. And with the baby clusters, you're going to want to, the way I do it is I put the corresponding color with the cluster. So the dark green will be on the dark green, light white, just like that. Baby clusters are in, and basically the reason for the baby clusters is to just give it more dimension, make it look a little bit more professional. So I'm going to go in with all the foil balloons we blew up earlier and insert them into the garland. Thank you for tuning in with me today. I hope this video was helpful for you and you enjoyed watching it. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. And if you like this type of content, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Bye.